What's up, everyone? Welcome back into the channel. Today concluded day 12 of Packers training camp and also the first day of joint practice with the New England Patriots. They have another joint practice tomorrow ahead of their preseason game against the Patriots on Saturday. Today was a super long practice, almost 2.5 hours. So in this video, let's recap and go over everything that happened in today's practice. Firstly, I want to go over a couple things that Matt LaFleur said in his press conference before practice. Matt LaFleur on getting cornerback Carrington Valentine into the starting lineup, quote, "I think we definitely have to look at something. Up to this point, he's worthy of getting some snaps for sure." And that has definitely been the case. Carrington Valentine has looked every bit like a starting cornerback in the NFL. And I know it's still only preseason, and we've only gone through one preseason game, and we haven't even started the real regular season. But throughout training camp and that Bengals game, Carrington Valentine has looked really, really good, especially for a 7th-round rookie. And, you know, if he continues this up, like Matt LaFleur says, they're going to have to find ways to get him on the field. Matt LaFleur has also been really impressed with DeBose after missing so much time with a back injury. He says he plays fast and has aggressive hands. DeBose really has shot onto the scene since really not practicing all of offseason, just coming back last week, and already has been impressing the coaching staff and has looked good and is fighting for that 6th wide receiver spot. Him, Malik Heath have both looked really good. Malik Heath had an excellent day today, which we'll get into. Bo Melton didn't practice today, which he's also someone fighting for that 6th wide receiver spot. It's a massive competition right now. Before we get into this recap, I want to thank today's video sponsor, Manscaped. Attention all my bearded beasts, from stubble to mane. If you didn't already know, Manscaped now sells beard products. You heard that right. The leaders in below the waist grooming have changed the game with the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, and now they're going a step further with their brand new Handyman, an electric shaver for a quick and convenient way to achieve a clean shaven look. Whether you're going for that clean shaven look or looking to shape up your neckline like myself, Handyman has you covered. Head over to manscaped.com and use my custom code BAS20, BAS20 to receive 20% off your entire order plus free shipping. This is honestly my favorite beard trimmer I have ever had, and it's become a very easy ritual of mine to clean up and trim my beard. And now with the new Handyman, it's really easy to clean up the neckline and also the cheek line with it. No one likes a weird beard, so say goodbye to all these stubble trouble with the new Manscaped Beard Hedger. This thing is a juggernaut of fixing faces. First off, the cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel that gives you 20 hair cutting lengths, all with one guard, so no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. That's right, face grooming doesn't have to be hard. Get 20 different beard lengths with just one guard. Your face is the first impression, and for me, my beard is the most important accessory to that, so make sure you have yourself covered with the new Beard Hedger. Now, if you're not going for the bearded look and say for something smoother, Manscaped's new Handyman face shaver is perfect for you. The Handyman is the perfect compact tool you can take with you on the go to achieve that clean-shaven look without all the effort. So guys, if you want to take care of your face, head over to manscaped.com and use my code BAS20, that's BAS20, to get 20% off and free shipping. That's a whole 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with my code BAS20. Hit the refresh button with Manscaped. All right, so now let's dive into the injury updates and the recap on practice. So injury updates today, no David Bakhtiari again today. The plan is for him to return tomorrow. Obviously, all these rumors going around today that the Jets are going to trade to buffer Bakhtiari. I just don't think the salary cap, the way his contract is made out, even allows that. But that's for a whole nother video. I'm not going to get into it too much. New additions, as I mentioned, Bo Melton was out today with a hamstring injury. Devondre Campbell also out with an ankle injury. Also not practicing, Caleb Jones, Ennis Gaines, Luke Tenuta, Lou Nichols, Tyler Goodson, Eric Stokes, Treat Carpenter, and Kenny Clark. All those were also not practicing on Monday. Also, Jair Alexander is fully back. He was doing individuals for the last couple of practices, not, playing in team sessions, but he did come back to team sessions today and had a nice practice. So now let's go over the offense. We'll start with the starters. It was Jordan Love, Aaron Jones, Watson, and Dobbs, Musgrave, and DeGuara. So a 2 tight end set starting today in walkthroughs with 9 at left tackle, Elton at left guard, Myers at center, John Rennan Jr. right guard, and Zach Tom right tackle. Now moving to the team portions of practice today against the Patriots defense. Obviously, we're going to start with Jordan Love today. So to start practice against the Patriots defense, he started with finding a lot of his checkdowns and short passes. Actually started 4-4 against the Patriots D. Then he went for a deep ball for Christian Watson, but it was a drop by Watson. This has happened a few times. So there's been some really nice deep throws by Jordan Love this training camp that have simply been dropped. And there's also been some that Jordan Love has overthrown. So just need to get on the same page there, which they did later, which we'll get into here. He found Jaden Reed across the middle a couple times, and then he had a really nice throw to Luke Musgrave up the seam for a touchdown on Kyle Duggar on the Patriots defense, really showing Musgrave's mismatch ability. He's been a mismatch all of training camp. Duggar's really good at covering tight ends, so that definitely speaks volume. Love then had a really nice, accurate throw to Romeo Doubs. The right side of the end zone was a tiptoe touchdown catch, and Love also got the Patriots D to jump on a hard count. That has seemingly been working for Love. He's got the Packers defense in practice, and now the Patriots to jump on it. Then later in practice, Love and the Packers had the play of the day on offense, where he threw a deep post route to Christian Watson for a touchdown against Patriots rookie corner Christian Gonzalez. I actually have a clip of this, so let's bring it up on the screen. We see Love drop back here, fire a ball to Christian Watson out of the slot on a deep post, perfectly thrown ball right over the defender, hits Watson in stride, and it goes for a touchdown. Awesome seeing a clip like this after Love and Watson weren't able to connect on a deep ball earlier in practice, then hit this one, absolutely burning the Patriots defense here out of the slot. Jordan Love also had a really strong 2-minute drill to end practice today with completions to Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson, so a lot of action for Doubs and Watson with the first team offense today. Love in the 2-minute drill went 5 of 7 for 47 yards, all 5 completions going to Doubs and Watson. But at the end of that, Anders Carlson did miss the game-winning field goal for 40 yards. So Jordan Love, I thought, had a really solid day of practice. Still a couple overthrows, but overall, I think it was a very positive day for Jordan Love. He hit wide receivers when he needed to, and they moved the ball. Some other players on offense with good days. A.J. Dillon had a really nice pass protection rep where he knocked the defender flat on the ground. Alex Magoo had a really nice throw to Tucker Kraft on a corner route. And Malik Heath, probably the wide receiver of the day. And this dude just continues to have show-out practices. Like I said, I want Malik Heath to prove me wrong. Wasn't too high on him after watching his film there at Ole Miss, but he has definitely proven me wrong up until this point. He had multiple catches. Then he ended the 2-minute period with a 31-yard touchdown from Sean Clifford, and right now it just seems really hard to keep Malik Heath off your 53-man roster. Still a lot to go, but Heath just keeps showing out and keeps making plays. He did so in the preseason game, and he has been doing so in training camp. So if he continues this up, I feel like the Packers very well will keep him on their 53-man roster. Sean Clifford also looked really good as quarterback number 2. I feel like he's locked that spot as of right now for QB2. Also, an interesting note, the Packers ran a red zone end around with Luke Musgrave, and he gained almost 10 yards. So just showcasing his extreme speed. Not often do teams run an end around with a tight end, but Musgrave does have really nice speed. So if they can use him in that sort of way, you know, that's going to open up a whole nother dynamic on this offense. Now, the run game for the Packers offense against the Patriots defense didn't look too hot today. The Patriots defense had a really nice run defense today. Also, another player that didn't look good today at all was Royce Newman, and that's kind of been the theme all of training camp. So much so that offensive line coach Luke Butkus actually went up to Newman during practice and chewed him out. I mean, it seems more and more likely every day that Royce Newman isn't going to make this 53-man roster. Overall, the Packers passing offense had a really nice day moving the ball today, both Jordan Love and Sean Clifford. As for the running offense, not so much. Not much going for Emmanuel Wilson, A.J. Dillon, Aaron Jones. There was a few select runs that went for nice yardage, but the majority got stopped today. To wrap things up on offense, Jaden Reed did get banged up. He looked okay. He looked okay on the sideline, maybe like he just got the wind knocked out of him, but he also wasn't in the offense for the last 2-minute portion on the first team offense. So definitely something to monitor there, but he looked okay. Now to go over the defensive recap for today's practice. The starters were Wyatt, Slayton, and Wooden, with Kenny Clark out, Wooden still with the first team. It was Preston Smith and Lucas Van Ness at edge. So Lucas Van Ness continuing to get first team reps at edge. It was Quay Walker and Isaiah McDuffie. McDuffie came in the base defense since Devondre Campbell is out with that ankle injury. They did open in nickel with Valentine at corner, with Rasul on the opposite, and Nixon in the slot, although Jair did return during team sessions and obviously started at cornerback. The starting safeties today were Darnell Savage and Tarvarius Moore, so Moore getting some snaps with the ones today. Going over the team portions against the Patriots offense for the Packers D, they had a ton of pressure from their front seven on the Patriots offense today. Brenton Cox Jr., Kingsley Enagbare had would-be sacks. Aaron Mosby looked good today. Keyshawn Banks looked good. Pretty much that entire edge room today looked good, and including the defensive lineman. Carl Brooks continues to live in the opposing backfield. He has done that all training camp. Did that again today against the Patriots. Had 2 pressures in the 2-minute drill. I've said it so many times, this dude is looking like a steal, and I was so shocked to see him in the 6th round. I thought he should have been a 3rd-round draft pick, and I was so happy when I heard his name in the 6th round by the Packers. The 2nd and 3rd team defensive line actually had would-be sacks on Bailey Zappi, 5 out of the 6 reps. Also, John Ford looked really nice in run defense today. Definitely gonna have to showcase that to make this roster. He is kind of the 2nd-string nose tackle right now behind Slayton. Isaiah McDuffie filled in nice today for Devondre Campbell. Had 2 nice run stops against the Patriots offense. And the Carrington Valentine hot streak continues. He was all over 2 deep throws thrown by Mac Jones targeting the rookie, and he stopped both of them. The Packers are going to need to get this guy on the field. I don't know how that would work, whether that would be moving Rasul back to safety. I think Matt LaFleur was actually asked about that this morning, and he said it's possible, but he's seen no snaps there, and I think he did last year, but it was for like 1 day. So I'm not necessarily sure that's going to be the case, but nonetheless, if Valentine is this guy, and he does turn out to be a really, really nice corner, got to get him on the field. And as I stated earlier, Jair Alexander returned to team sessions, and it looked like he never left today. Had 2 really nice pass breakups, one on Kendrick Bourne, and then one on Devontae Parker in the back of the end zone, breaking up both balls and seemingly talking trash right after it. There wasn't much going for the Patriots offense today. The Packers defense definitely won practice, if you were to say a team won, but the underneath stuff was there for the Patriots, so definitely gonna have to clean that up if you're the Packers defense. I feel like a lot of the underneath stuff always beats the Packers defense. But the pressure was definitely there today for both Patriots quarterbacks. Mac Jones had 5 would-be sacks and Bailey Zappi with 8 would-be sacks. And Rasul also dropped 2 interceptions on Mac Jones, so the Packers defense was just flying around today. Finally, to wrap things up, going over the special teams, so Anders Carlson in warm-ups went 5 for 5. He was good from 33, 40, 42, 48, and 50. But then later in practice in the 2-minute drills, missed both field goals to win the 2-minute drills. So consistency still an issue for Anders Carlson, although he did stay after practice to continue practice kicking when everyone else left. So at least it looks like he's trying to work on it. Packers second punter Daniel Wheeling continues to boom punts, so definitely trying to fight for that potential spot at punter if the Packers want to save a little bit of money and think Daniel Wheeling's the right way to go. He's looked good in camp so far. Valentine also got snaps on special teams as a gunner and then also jamming on punt returns. So, if he can contribute early on special teams, that's going to be a massive plus for the Packers as well. And Dontavian Wicks also on special teams as a jammer and looked really good there too. Jaden Reed was the primary punt return today, and he has looked very smooth as punt returner during practice. And then the Bengals game also just looked really smooth fielding the returns there. He's likely the starting punt returner this season. Now, like I said, he did leave practice and didn't return, so that's something to monitor. While that happened, Nixon did get punt return reps. But that does it for all the recap I have from today's training camp, the first joint practice with the New England Patriots. Again, they practice tomorrow with the Patriots, so be on the lookout right here on this channel for the highlights from that practice and also the recap. I just released the highlight video from today's practice, which includes more clips, so definitely go click the link right above to watch that. But that about does it for this video. I appreciate everyone watching. If you could leave a like down below, it supports my channel a ton, but I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go.